It feels mental riding the Whizzer after riding that. Hello and welcome back to the channel. What are we doing today? We're riding a bike. Not one you'd think I'd be riding. It's a nice day. We're going to take the scooter for a spin to BMW in Bolton, and we are going to pick up another bike for a test ride. We've only got the bike for an hour, which I think like a bit shite. Obviously, I'm not that big of a content creator or influencer to be given one for the full weekend. I give you a bike for an hour. See, I don't even think you can, like, where am I going to ride an hour? So I'm pretty much going to have to do a lap of the block on it really and see if I get a feel for it. But the GS might be going on a journey, the GS might be staying. I'm going to decide in the next hour. Let's see if this starts first. So, first time every time. It's a little beauty, this thing. And the good thing about this, the Tyne Tunnel, if you're not from Newcastle, you have two tunnels that go underneath the River Tyne. One goes north, one goes south. On a Saturday and Sunday, they decided to shut one, which then creates a shitload of traffic. BMW Bolton is just through the tunnel. It's about 3 miles from here as the crow flies, but it's like literally through the Tyne Tunnel. On a bike it's free. It costs you £2.50 in a frigging car, which is a joke. So I'm going to whip through the traffic on this little bad boy. I feel a bit bad because I've never done a vlog on the Whizzer before, like. But hey, there's a first time for everything. Sometimes a little Whizzer gets a little bit Osboy. It's a fast little thing, like. It does carry ridiculously good miles to the gallon. I think it's about 60-70 miles to the gallon. Heated seats, heated grips, loads of storage to store your helmet under the seat and that. It's got like little things there with USB ports in. It's a canny little thing. I use it to kind of commute on, get around town on. If I go training and stuff, I just whip it up for training. And especially with the weather, like the temperature just turning lately, it's just a little dream to ride. This is the thing with this little CX thing. When I ride the GS, I just kind of cruise it. And for some reason, when I ride this, I'm always just trying to abuse it. And I don't know why or what that's about. And I kind of like this little thing. We've built a little bond up. But what's the bike I'm riding today? It's hard to explain this. There's nothing wrong with the GS per se, apart from the fact it keeps breaking down. There's nothing wrong with the bike as it is. I like it. It's a great touring bike, you could say. But to drop a few hints, I've kind of like found myself doing a little bit of like off-roading on it as such. Now, to add to the mystery, I don't want an off-road bike. I've decided that. I've been thinking about it, and I used to ride a lot of motocross years ago. I think I sold my last motocross bike just before COVID, because I mean the tracks and that shut and all the rest of it, so I kind of sold my motocross bike, and I just never really got round to using it. And at the minute I don't have a van to transport one and all the rest of it, and I don't want to buy a van either. I haven't really got any money to buy a van. We've got kids now. I think the motocross thing might have finished, but I do like a little bit of green laning. But I'm thinking, how do you get to the green lanes? Because where I live, there's a few green lanes, but it's going to wear thin pretty quick, and I'm going to want to adventure. And I sometimes think, I don't know if the GS is just a little bit weighty for that, for me. I don't know. I don't know if I want to sacrifice some engine power for a weight saving. I don't know. But this is what today's about, really. It's riding this bike to see if the sacrifice in engine power is worth the weight saving. I mean, I'm not going to get a chance to ride it off-road, which is a bit of a bummer, but I suppose it's the on-road capabilities that I'm more worried about. Will it still perform well on the road is my biggest worry. Aye. So we're gonna go and have a look, and we'll see what happens. I rang a BMW up on Wednesday. I seen the weather for the weekend, and I thought I've got no one on Saturday morning, just on the off chance I'm gonna see if they've got a bike in. So I rang them up. Sean Crawford calling, blah blah blah, and I bet they thought, fuck's sake, not him again. I'm sick of him ringing up. And I was like, oh, I'm not ringing up about the bike, I'm just seeing if you've got a bike in for a test ride. I kind of feel like I'm on a bit of a first name terms. No, I mean, they're pretty good though, they do try and sort stuff out for you. Yeah, right, where can I park? Well, looks like they've got a Ducati demo day on. There's some sort. So this is what we are riding today. The BMW F900 GS, the non-enduro version. Like I say, got it for about an hour. I'll give it a little whirl and see what goes. Feels bouncy. Feels bouncy is the first thing you notice. Right, so where we're going to go? Let's go this way. I need to put some juice in it apparently. I just hope it doesn't bloody rain. Let it warm up a little bit, but I don't know if it feels much lighter than the GS, if I'm honest. Like I say on a previous video, I'm absolutely shit at reviewing stuff. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So don't expect that much of a detailed review here. I'll either be like, yeah, I like it, no, I hate it. The quick shifter feels a lot smoother than the one on the GS, a lot smoother. That was almost seamless. The fourth gear then I wasn't even revving hard. Throttle feels a bit jerky, but it's in dynamic. Let's just take it out of dynamic and put it into road for the time being. See what that goes like. There's no need for it to be killing it. I think all these come with aquapovic cams, standard as well. I would have liked to take one off road really, because it seems like it performs alright on the road. Like just off initially just riding it there, you can feel it's still got a little bit of power. I mean, how much power do you need on the road though, do you know what I mean? Like, everybody wants friggin' 220 brake horsepower bikes these days, but it's one thing I've learned, like I was just saying before, when I'm riding the GS, I just seem to sit on it and cruise it. It's like a cruiser. This feels like a bit more of a lightweight thing, so I don't know where I would stand with this. I don't know. It's like when I drive my car, it's a Tiguan diesel. I don't try and drive it fast because it's not a fast car. Before the Tiguan diesel, we used to have a BMW M140i. Well, sorry, we had a van before that, then before that we had an M140i, or Steph used to have the car. And I'm going to be honest, I used to drive that like a pillock, but because it was a fast car. I feel like it's that thing where if you put someone in a Ferrari, they're going to drive it like a Ferrari. You put someone in a friggin' van and they drive it like a van. So you put us on a GS and I drive it like a GS. You put us on a sports bike, you drive it like a sports bike. Now this, it sits in the middle of all that. I don't know what this is. It's a funny little thing. Aye, because it feels a bit lighter like a sports bike, but not as light as a sports bike. But it also feels a bit like it's not as fast as a sports bike. So I don't know. But apparently we're in Sunderland. That was quick. I'm going to try and cut across and do some motorway riding of some sort. See what it feels like. And we're back in dynamic. Hey. Yeah, I feel like I like this, mate. I feel like the usability of it. Like I'm sitting thinking like, come like the all-rounder. I feel like that's where it's at the minute. I'm struggling to think of a scenario where I'd ride this in dynamic though, because that throttle's so flicky. And if you're riding it around town, it's just shit. But I think the GS is the same. If you put that in a dynamic, it, like the throttle becomes so like delicate, almost like responsive. You just touch it and it like it's jerky as out. You put it in road and it's so smooth. Riding it around doing like that is no good. Like you just need to be bossed on that if it's like that. The gearbox is so smooth though. I will say that. Like I'm using the quick shift for at low revs, and it's just you can't even feel it changing gear. BMW gearboxes are very good. Right, trying to say that on the GS. Didn't say that actually because it'll be the next thing that goes on the GS. The gearbox. Oh god. I feel like you could. This would be a bit more better off road though. Like it's still a bit of a weighty bike compared to a motocross bike, but I feel like it would be better off road. Now, let's see what your pull's like. Let's see what your pull's like. You take her for a little tickle down the 19. Shift definitely can. Matter of fact, I think that would sum this up perfectly, where the GS is a very serious machine, and I feel like this is just it's like kind of baby playful brother, you know, wants to just have a bit of a laugh and carry on. So it's 10:10 there. I've only got it about 10:30. But we just had a little blast along these little country roads. But that's the bike there. If I was to buy one, I think I would look for the Enduro package, but it wouldn't be a must, the Enduro. I'm going to be honest, I don't like these colours. I think I prefer, there's a yellow one you can get. I'll post a picture of it up here to compare it, but I think I prefer the yellow one. But going to be honest, like, I kind of like, I'm feeling it, like, it feels like it's got more usability than a GS. I mean, a lot of people may find that controversial, but I think it always comes down to personal preference, doesn't it? The GS probably does some things better than that, and I think that probably does some things better than the GS. But I need to find a petrol garage to go and stick a fiver in it. Thank you. Tried to pull a skid on it there, didn't work. The ABS kicked in. I wonder if you can take the ABS off so you can do skids. You know what? Almost forgot until then that it shifts up and down. Right, I almost forgot that it shifts up and down. wonder if I can get just in here. Get on the little whizzer. Oh, I nearly dropped the bike there. Turned it. It's like a bit over late. Bit over late, the little whizzer. So that's a test ride done. I'm going to say one thing. If you're looking for a bike that can kind of almost do most things, like on and off-road, like if off-road's a thing for you, that is a very good bike for you to get. I will say that. If I can squeeze myself through, yeah. I can see the light. Aye, so that's a test ride done. What did I think of it? Lighter bike, engine was lighter, not as fast. All the rest of it, but I still think it was a pretty capable bike. I think it'd be a bit more manageable if I was to do off-road stuff. We might run some numbers, we might not. You're gonna have to stay tuned to find out. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, like and subscribe. The little worse has been.